Good morning and welcome back. Oh my gosh. So today we start week 4 of my health and fitness journey. Thank you so much for being here. I have butterscotch in my candy. I have butterscotch in my mouth. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so first let me update you on how the weekend went. Okay, so Friday, when I ended last week's video with you guys, I had woke up that morning, I know, losing 6 or 8 ounces from the day before. But that is after having gained like a couple of pounds immediately post vacation, which is funny because I didn't during my vacation, but whatever. So Saturday, I woke up, I have a question mark on there. I'm not sure why. Maybe I was just like, oh my God, why did I gain that much weight? But then the fun thing is, Sunday I woke up, dropped 2.5 pounds between Saturday and Sunday. Now, did I do anything special during that? No. Saturday, let's see, Friday I ate 1,727 calories, which is way over my 1,200 limit. I can't remember what I made for the family. I think it was some kind of pasta. Saturday I only had 1,340 calories, but only 47 grams of protein. But I did really catch up on my sleep. So that's one big thing. I know that it's really a balance. Our body needs plenty of hydration, plenty of sleep, mindfulness, healthy food. It needs everything, right? So when anything is out of balance, like I struggled all last week with sleeping enough. I was not getting enough sleep. I had just so much stuff going on. It was crazy. But anyway, like Thursday night, I slept 4.5 hours. Friday night, I finally slept 7.5. Saturday night, I slept 7.5. Sunday, I slept 10.5 hours. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, what I want to mention going into this next week, okay, we're at day 28 now, and I'm also at day 18 on the patch. So this upcoming Friday should be when I step down on the nicotine patch. Part of me is debating just removing, like trying an experiment maybe tomorrow and just like removing the patch and seeing what happens, because I wonder how much it's playing into how I feel. Like if it really is keeping me level-headed or if that's just me. Because one thing I want to mention is I still think about vaping all the time. All the time. I mean, not constantly, but just way more frequent than I would have thought I would be on day 18 of not doing it anymore. And it just reminds me, like, this has been an addiction, a part of my life for 20 years. I'm 38 years old, and for 28 years, I've been smoking in some form or another. That's huge. That's a really big deal. And what's beautiful about this particular moment in my life is that there are multiple other people in my family quitting smoking or vaping at the exact same time. And they all started right after I did. And so I feel like they were encouraged or motivated or aligned because of what was going on in my life and what I was sharing. And so the first one immediately after me was my Aunt Edie, and she has smoked cigarettes for like 50 years. And her method, and what's funny is we're all doing it kind of differently. I guess they're doing it differently than me, but she went from a cigarette to a nicotine vape for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then she switched to a zero nicotine vape, which she's on now. And she had her biggest problem when she went from the nicotine vape to the no nicotine vape was she had a migraine for like 5 days straight. Once that cleared up, she says she's felt totally fine, you know, whatever, she's doing great, she's really motivated, and she's only going to allow herself to do the zero nicotine vape for like a few more weeks and then just completely quit. My older sister, she was talking about thinking about quitting, and she went and she vaped as well. She used to smoke and she's vaped the last probably 2 years. She went to a zero nicotine vape, just like up and made the decision, and the next day went and bought one and has never looked back. And so she's on like week 2 of no nicotine vape and just like doing great. She's had 0 symptoms. She's not missed it at all. because she still has that habit of reaching for the vape, using it whenever she wants to. And like, that's what I struggle with the most. And that's what I still constantly think of. I don't feel like I'm physically fiending for nicotine. I'm remembering the habit of when I would normally, because that's one thing too, is yesterday being like lap band sick and throwing up, is if I had food stuck or had just thrown up, I would always smoke, because something in my mind made me feel like the fact that I would be going would relax my band. And I think it's because like yoga breathing, you know, relaxes everything in your body. But the thing is I would just do that. I would be inhaling with my vape and exhaling with my vape. And so it just became a habit that if I had just thrown up or anything like that, I would vape immediately after, if I had food stuck or whatever. And so having, you know, kind of lap band issues over the weekend really had me thinking about that just off the jump. And I was just like, that's a bummer. You know, it's just part of it, but it's just still wild to me, like how much thinking goes into it. Oh, and the other relative is my niece, who, thank goodness, she's only smoked a couple of years. She's just 21. She never smoked cigarettes. She just started vaping and has always vaped. And she was very encouraged by my aunt, which is her Nana, quitting. And so she, when her vape ran out, she bought a zero nicotine one, and just a couple days ago she was on like day 5 with no nicotine and had no symptoms, but was struggling with the mental head game. So anyways, that's amazing. That is 4 women in my life, my family, including myself, who are getting off the crutch of nicotine, and I'm so proud of all of us. Oh my god. So yeah, so I'm kind of curious about the patch, because I've got, which one is it? It's on this side today. Yeah, here it is. So I had just put this on this morning, and I started thinking about it when I was doing my yoga. My necklace got all twisted. Oh, there we go. And I thought, dang, I should have tried that this morning. But I literally like just put it on, and I don't want to like waste a patch just because that's wasteful. And so I think I'm going to try that in the morning. I did get up this morning, get going on my routine. I have done everything except take my vitamins, which I'm fixing to do. My pill vitamins. And I started looking at my Google Calendar, and I thought this morning I would just kind of casually go about my new morning routine, which I've been doing for, 3.5, 4 weeks now. But I wanted to see how long it actually takes, because I feel like since I started doing this, I've been incredibly behind on my calendar to-do list. And I'm like, maybe I don't have a reasonable expectation of how long it should take me to do these things. And so when it takes longer, I'm just setting myself up for disappointment from the jump at the start of the day because of my calendar. So this morning, getting up at 7:30 and literally no rush to do anything. When I woke up at 7:30, I sat in bed for a minute, and I was checking my socials and some of my important emails, and also just watching some funny and fitness reels on Facebook, which was encouraging. And I thought I need to follow more people like that, because then that will make it more of a good thing to be scrolling through reels. And I keep seeing different ads about somatic workouts, specifically to release your hips or whatever. So anyways, I'm going to research that, see if I might want to add that to my routine. But anyways, did that, got up, put on my workout clothes, got my protein shake, made my bed, Febrezed the room, turned my fountain on, and then I did my yoga routine. And then I got up and I got dressed and I went to the bathroom and I washed my face and I did my makeup and I did all that stuff. I went and took my liquid vitamins. I came and I let Maple out. I fed Maple, all that stuff. And then I finally made it to my desk. Oh, and I also vacuumed the room and stuff. And so when I made it to my desk, it was 9:30. So it took me 2 hours. Doesn't that seem like a long time? 2 hours, and my workout is 30 minutes. So it is an hour and a half of putzing around the house to get everything else done. So instead of being mad about that or anything, I just decided to update my calendar and be like, okay, 7:30 to 9:30. That's my health and fitness time. Work can start after that. That's not bad to start work at 9:30, whatever. So I just shifted everything down. And I really think this is going to help me actually have a realistic idea of what I can get done in a day when I'm visually moving things around on my calendar, trying to plan out my day. I also wanted to mention, I'm excited about this. This morning was my third morning doing my workout, my arm routine with weights. I don't know if you can probably see them right there. Right there. Last Friday, I bought 2 little 3-pound weights from Walmart with our grocery order. And all I do are 3 different arm workouts, arm like moves. I do 24 reps. So it's 24, 24, and 24. And I'm just doing things that I feel will help me specifically with muscles that I want to improve. And then I think might also kind of help like with arm toning with the loose skin I have on my arm. So anyways, and I have literally just been doing the moves, you know, like this with no weights for like 3 weeks now. And I thought, you know what, that's a good start because I could feel some pull and some resistance and some tension and a little burn and all that. So I wasn't worried about getting weights right away. But after a few weeks, I knew I eventually want to add some weight. So I got with a really small weight. And this was my 3rd day doing it. And you guys, by the time I get to like 18 of the 24, so much stuff is on fire. It's burning. It's feeling good. And it just reminded me like, oh my gosh, awesome. I was standing in the kitchen telling my husband about it last night. And I said, you know, I'm doing this one move where I got both of my arms up, right? But I'm holding the camera now. So I got both of my arms up and I pull them down like this. And when you flex like this, you're not only flexing your arm, but you're flexing this back muscle here where a lot of us women have bra fat rolls, whatever. And so I was trying to tell him about that in the kitchen. And when I went to go do that, that muscle right there in my back was a little bit sore. And I was so excited because, I mean, you really have to isolate that muscle to really work it. But anyways, so I'm really excited about that. And I figure in time, I will increase the weights and also likely add some other things to it. And I had mentioned adding like a dance workout to my life in like this week. And I decided I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I want to do, which I would rather do for my mental health, is add a daily walk to my life. Hopefully either like around lunchtime or maybe 2 or 3 o'clock, just head outside and go for a walk because that's really good for like my mental health and it feels good. The weather's nice and you're getting out in the sun and everything. And I've just not been able to find the time to add that to my life in the evenings. And so I'm going to try and do that, in the daytime. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes. This is a huge update from the weekend. Lots of stuff anyway. So hopefully the rest of this video will just be checking in and sharing different things with you. And I hope that your week is off to a strong start. Happy Monday. So I am at town running errands with my son. And we went by Kroger. And I have to tell you guys about this frozen meal. Stop judging me. Hush. This frozen meal that I found at Kroger, it's called Crustless Pizza. Crustless Pizza. And so it's like the red sauce and the cheese and the pepperoni and stuff. Anyways, I got one to try. I got the 3 meat one because that's the kind of pizza I would normally get. And it's 28 grams of protein. And I think it was 400 or 500 calories. I can't remember. But the box was like pretty big. So I don't know if I'd even be able to eat all that. But anyways, when we get home, I'm going to show that to you guys. As well as I got like a Kodiak cake in a cup thing, which I've seen those advertised before. But I'm just still working to try to find ways to deal with like my sweet cravings. And so anyways, I'll show you those. All right, so we're back home. So I'm going to show you this really quick. I got to go hop on a conference call. So these are by Banquet. I didn't even realize who they were by. But here is the Crustless Pizza 3 meat. It's pizza sauce, mozzarella, cheese with tomatoes, beef, sausage, and pepperoni. Look how good that looks. You guys, I haven't been able to eat pizza crust in years. Anyways, 28 grams of protein, 500 calories, and it's in a tray. And it feels like it's this whole size, which I don't know if I'd be able to eat all of that. But anyways, thought I'd give that a try. And then this mega bowl is like the bowl they have at KFC, where it's mashed potatoes, corn, gravy, cheese, and like popcorn chicken. I love those. That's my favorite thing to get from there, just every so often. 18 grams of protein, 440 calories. So the calories are kind of high for both of them, but whatever. And then I got 0 sugar Ready Whip. It's almost coffee season. I got this Halo Top birthday cake. So you just pour water in this, stick it in the microwave. And this one isn't high protein, but it's low calories. So it's 170 calories, 35 carbs, 5 grams of protein. This is Kodiak Brownie Power Cup chocolate fudge. This one has added protein with 10 grams of protein, 280 calories. So that's really like a whole meal calorie-wise. Anyway, so I gotta go to the bathroom really bad and get on my conference call and let my dog out. But after bringing all this stuff in, I realized somewhere we lost the gum that I bought, that I know I scanned and paid for, and I already searched the vehicle, so I don't know where it went and how it didn't make it, but it's not here. So that is a real bummer and annoying. So I just wanted to show you guys really quick. This is the So Delicious not dairy-free like ice cream sandwich thing. Anyways, this is how big it is. So cute. It's 100 calories, but it's so good. It doesn't taste like it's like fat-free, low-fat, weird anything. It tastes just like a normal one, and it is so yummy. I'm having this right now, 7 o'clock. We've not had dinner yet. My husband's working late. I'm working late. He's not home yet. But what I made for dinner is a 15-bean soup in the crock pot, making some cornbread for him. I won't eat the cornbread. And there's like some ham cubes in there. I've not looked up the nutritional value. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go over on my calories today, but I'm having this. It's 100 calories. Hey, so if you have enjoyed this video, then I recommend you come and check me out on Patreon, where the full video will be shared on the health and fitness tier, where we are creating a tribe of like-minded individuals trying to prioritize their health and better their life. And over there, I share all of the weigh-ins, the before and after pictures, the nitty-gritty, all of the details, a lot more personal, in-depth sharing. And so if you're interested in that, rather than just kind of hitting the highlights here on YouTube, then come check me out on Patreon. The link is always in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah. Okay, so I did not even do my like welcome to the new day post. Okay, so I'm pretty behind with that. Okay, so today is Tuesday. Today is day 29, almost at 30 days, you guys. And today would be day 19 of the patch. However, I'm not wearing one. I didn't really feel like I was ever getting nicotine like I did in the early stages of trying to cut back. And so I just got to thinking, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try tomorrow morning, when I would normally wake up and put a new one on for the next 24 hours, just not doing that, and just see how I feel. And it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Usually would swap that out probably 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, just kind of like one of the first things that I would do. I felt fine. But I say fine, though, let me just say this. Most days, I can go almost all day and not have any nicotine gum. And I've gone a handful of days and had none, okay? Yesterday, I think I had maybe 2 pieces all day, and that does tend to be later on in the day. So I don't know if maybe that's a habit thing or just when I'm tired. I don't know. And as of today at 2 o'clock, I have had 2 pieces of the nicotine gum. But I told myself in the beginning that when I come off of the patch, I would use the nicotine gum to wean down, and then I would like alternate and add in like regular gum, so that I could, because I think it's really more of the mouth thing, the chewing, than it really is the nicotine at this point. I don't know, but we'll see. So yesterday I ate 1,425 calories, 68 grams of protein, 60 ounces of water, and I slept 6.5 hours. Woke up this morning and I was up 6 ounces. Not bad. Not too worried about it. And that's it. Another thing is I feel like it's important to note here and now is that today has been a very emotional day for me. So this morning when I first got up, I actually woke up early. I woke up at 6:30. First time in like probably 2 months, you guys. But I had to make sure that my son was up for work. So So anyways, I got him up and was just going to start my day. And I started like looking at the videos I had recently edited. I had one left to finish, and that was something I was working on last night. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to come sit at my desk. I'm going to finish editing these videos until I kind of get like more awake, and then I'll start my yoga, my morning routine. I never did that. I ended up finishing the videos, getting them kind of like scheduled or posted, and making thumbnails, and then in the process listening to other YouTube videos, and was just kind of enjoying my morning that way. And I realized by then it was like 9 o'clock and I had done nothing, and I was going to do my yoga and get my morning started, and then had some more family drama, which caused me to be really, really upset. And I was bawling, and I was frustrated, and I was talking to my husband about it. And then thankfully I had my bi-weekly call with my Calibrate coach right around that same time. And at first I was going to try and just like nothing was wrong and just talk to her about nutrition and stuff. But she could tell from my voice like immediately that I was already upset about something. So we ended up talking about the family issues, the whole 30-minute call that I had with her, and that helped tremendously because, you know, it's like, that's the wonderful thing about counselors is they don't tell you what you think someone would tell you, and they don't tell you what some of your family would tell you. They tell you based on psychology and like human nature and self-love, like how you should deal with a situation, or maybe a new way to look at it. And she absolutely gave me a new way to look at it and made me realize that really I'm putting too much energy into a family relationship that puts no energy into it, and I'm the one that always ends up hurt. And anyways, and so in the end, although there are many factors of this that as time goes by will still absolutely break my heart, the best thing for me to do right now is for me to just step back and pull away and not try to have that relationship or maintain that relationship or nothing, and just let it go. Because based on the way that they treat me, they don't want that relationship. And so I just have to leave it alone and just kind of see how things turn out in the future, but have no expectations around that relationship. And that's the part that is so sad, because by removing those expectations, I remove the joyous possibilities that I had tied to that one relationship. And by removing that relationship, I'm mourning the loss of these future things that I feel like now could just never happen. But because I wanted those things so bad, that's what put so much weight and expectation on that relationship. And I know it's the right thing to do. And so anyways, I only share that with you guys to say that I'm really proud of myself for really going through it emotionally today, being heartsick, crying, bawling, venting, whatever. And I did not vape, and I did not put a patch back on, and I did not stress eat. I did not emotional eat. I have had maybe 400 calories all day today so far. I'm sucking on drinking my water per usual. That's nothing abnormal. But I'm doing good, and it's been hard. And that's one of the things that I talk to the counselor about a lot, is just realizing that for me in particular, and you may not even have this issue at all, and if you don't, bless you, wonderful. But I personally have a lot of self-inflicted anxiety and self-inflicted stress, things that I make in my head be bigger than they really are. And anxiety, physical stress I bring upon myself because of my anxiety. So like one example I was telling her is how by quitting vaping, I have realized that when I sit down to work and I look at my calendar and I see a ton of things happening, I have physical stress because my heart rate rises, my blood pressure rises. And I talk myself through that and say, it's okay, I'm going to get through this, just one thing at a time, whatever. And eventually I get going and I feel calm again. And I told her, I said, I now know that that's my body's reaction. And I said, but what I don't know, and I know how to deal with the reaction, but what I don't know is how to not have the reaction. And she said, you have that reaction because you have told yourself that that is how you should feel when looking at like a giant to-do list. And I'm like, wow. So anyways, not really moving mountains over here, but just making progress, you know, making progress on understanding, you know, my own hurdles and setbacks. And, you know, over the 13 years, I've probably done a good 40 or 50, maybe even more, guided meditations to help me remove specific blockages, to heal, to forgive, to move on, to let go, to just so many different things. And every one of them have played a very important role in my self-development and my healing journey. And I just feel like this is kind of all coming together at this point to let me know that this is something else I need to work on right now. And so it's not anything that will be fixed today, but in the moment, I'm really proud of myself for how I have dealt with it. With that person, I did speak my truth. When you choose to like end a relationship that's not like a boyfriend, girlfriend, you're in a relationship sort of thing, or marriage, you know, say it's just like a friendship or like a cousin. Okay. So when you choose to no longer participate in that relationship, you could either just like vanish and ghost them, which I think is disrespectful. But it's also not making any waves, not causing any drama. And sometimes if the other person is very dramatic or abusive, then you have to just vanish to protect yourself from their potential reactions and just try and kind of save everybody that stress and drama. But for the most part, I always believe the best course of action is to calmly and nicely tell that person why you're going to have nothing to do with them anymore. Wish you best of luck. Goodbye. Like that. And so I did that. I took my time after a couple of hours of thinking about everything and told him like, listen, you know, anyways, I'm not going to go into it, but just let them know that I'm just going to, you know, there's no drama here. There's no beef. I need to step away. I need to pull back. That's what's best for me. And, you know, some examples as to why and stuff. But anyways, so I was clear, and just left it at that. And so that's where we are now. Anyways, so I just wanted to update you guys on that. 11:44, as soon as I turned around and looked. Ooh, look at this. This glaze looks so good. Yum, I hope it's going to be good. So then again, in here, I have zucchini, asparagus, and I ended up throwing in some red sweet peppers that I had from my garden. And that is just really beautiful to just kind of color that up. So I need to taste it. I have had both of these vegetables separately with the seasonings that I use, but usually when I make my zucchini, I do butter, and I didn't this time, so I don't know how it'll be. And then I did a little macaroni and cheese, but I'm going to try to eat my veggies first. I have not figured out the calories for any of this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be over today because I was pretty snacky today. So anyways, I'm going to figure this out and taste this food. Let me taste these vegetables. Really like the zucchini. That's good. Well, good morning. Okay, so day 30. We're here on day 2 with no patch, you guys. Yay, I'm so excited. So yesterday I did have 4 pieces of nicotine gum, which is 8 milligrams of nicotine. And then the patch I just completely quit was 14 milligrams. So 14 down to 8. I'm going to go today and get me some regular gum. I woke up this morning down 0.6 ounces. So I don't know if you, excuse me, realized throughout the course of this video, but it seems like for the last 4 days, I've like gained 6 ounces, lost 6 ounces, gained 6 ounces. So I'm kind of like playing with these same 6 ounces. But anyways, body fat percentage still at 44. I did my protein shake. I just did my yoga and my strength training. And I got to thinking, it's only 8:20 in the morning. I'm doing really, really super duper good. And it is like 56 degrees outside right now. So I thought I would go for a walk right now. So, wow. Who is this person, right? Anyways, I know it's beautiful. I'm in my workout clothes. I'm just wearing shorts today. Anyways, we're going to do it. I got my earbuds and I'm going to just listen to some of my YouTube videos I have saved. Not my YouTube videos, but, you know, people I follow. And instead of just going to like our property line there and then our property line way over there, I'm going to go to actually the end of this road. Because that's 2 or 3 times as far. And I'm going to look at it on my steps this morning and just get an idea for how many it is. Look at these cows staring at me. It's like, who are you? And what are you doing? What are you doing? Walking down the road. And this is how far I've come. My house is there. Anyways, I did not realize when my watch did this. For walking, why is it pausing? It tracks distance and steps. So that's pretty cool. That's neat. Look at these guys walking with me. Got back closer to home and there they were. Just boop, popped out of the woods. So cute. How precious is that? My cats are walking with me. And they were running side by side a minute ago. It was so adorable. Okay, so I'm back at the house here. And 1337 steps. Just over half a mile. So it's a third of a mile up there. And then 0.6. They're back. That's only 13 minutes. So I'm going to make a note of that in my calendar just so I know for future references. I'm going to head that way and go to the end of the road there. Alright, I just made it back home. We're at right at 1 mile. 2448 steps in 25 minutes. The cats literally went with me the whole way. And look at them now. They're like, "Ooh, man, that was tiring." But for such little feet, I bet, you know, walking along a whole mile would be a lot for them. So anyway, so that's really cool to know that if I go there, double back, go there, double back, that's right at a mile. Like literally I was at the tree or the driveway one when it said 1 mile and then I went to there. So so that's really great. That's a nice kind of like even trackable number. Oh my. Look at me. I feel cute. Got a puppy over there. Love this new sweater I got. Got this from Stitch Fitch and it's got these buttons and it's a really light, thin sweater, which I love. So I'm fixing to run to the store. I gotta get my puppy put up. Just finished one of my work meetings and I'm gonna go get me some gum. Gotta check the post office. Nap time? Good girl. I'm just tracking everything. So even if I think I might go over my calories for the day, I'm allowing myself to have like the craving, because I don't know if it's like hormonal or what's up, but definitely have like felt the desire to eat more today. And maybe it's just because I was more active in the morning. I'm not sure. But anyways, let me show you what I'm having for a treat snack. I am having a Kodiak brownie power cup. Never tried these before. You just mix it with water or milk and microwave it, and it's like a brownie, right? So this one is 280 calories. So that's about the same amount of calories as one of my protein bars. And then the protein is 10 grams, plus it said it adds 2 grams of protein if you do milk instead of water. So I did that. So it's 12 grams of protein. So nutrition-wise, it's just a little bit less than if I were to have like an Atkins bar. And look how good that looks. So I'm going to try this. I also bought Halo Top. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video or in another video before this. I got Halo Top like birthday cake mix. So that one you add water or milk to it too. Microwave it, same thing. Except it's not like... it doesn't have added protein. So it's just like a smaller, like healthier treat, but it doesn't have the added protein. So if I had a non-flavored or vanilla protein powder. That would be so easy to add to something like that, but I don't. And I need to get that because honestly, I don't think that there is an easy way to eat 1,200 calories in a day, get 100 grams of protein, and stay below the 1,200 calories. Like, I just don't know. That's eating a really, like, that's just eating mostly protein, which, granted, if you can do it, it's good, but I'm struggling to do it. So, I've watched some videos of some people who make their own protein shake in the morning, and they use a protein powder where basically their morning protein shake has 50 grams of protein in it. And I'm like, oh my God, that'd be so great. If I got 50 grams of protein done with my breakfast protein shake and just boom, like it was taken care of, God, how nice would that be? So I need to research some different types of protein powders and I guess find one to get, because I need to start including that in my life soon. Because my goal is, you know, less body fat and being fitter. So I'm starting the strength training and the activity like walking. So I need to just make sure I'm getting enough protein for my body. Okay, it's 5:30 and I'm literally physically hungry again. Like, my stomach just started growling and I'm like, oh Lord. I have had 1571 calories today and have not had dinner yet. Now, I already know that dinner is going to be like Rotel cheese dip, tortilla chips, some quesadillas on low carb tortillas, and some pico de gallo. A lot heavy on the pico de gallo because I freaking love it. So I am going to just have to watch how much of the cheese dip and the tortilla chips that I have. But the low carb tortillas, cheese, and pico de gallo, I'm going to load up on that stuff. Okay, so I made the first part of my dinner, which may be all of my dinner. I'm not sure yet. These are the Mission Zero Net Carb tortillas. I used 2 of those and 2 servings of shredded cheddar cheese because I love my quesadillas very cheesy. This is some cheese I just put in the pan to fry up because I freaking love cheese. And then I've got lots of store-bought, fresh-ish pico de gallo here that I really, if it's really, really fresh, I freaking love it. So I'll just basically put that all on there. This right here is only 290 calories, all of this right here. And with my lap band, a lot of times I would say that I'm going to be full off of this because of the size. However, I did also make the cheese dip. And I'm going to eat my more solid food first, my quesadilla. And then I'm going to come back and see if I've got any room to eat any of this. If not, my husband will love this when he gets home from work. And the chips to go with that, I've just got some regular ones here. So these are cafe style on the border. And these are about 7 chips, 150 calories. So like, and these are the big, huge chips. Like, they're really big, but anyways, so 150 calories. I'll have to look in my app and see if they have something for like Rotel already figured in. Not sure. But anyways, for now, I'm just gonna go enjoy this and chill. If I only eat this right here, and again, I feel like it's important to show you guys, this is not a normal sized plate. This is a small plate. Okay, this is a tiny bowl right here with the pico in it. Anyways, well, I guess you could see in relation to my hand, you can see the size of it, how the quesadilla is just a little bit bigger than like my whole hand. I mean, I guess not if you're not counting my fingertips. Anyways, so small plate. I don't remember what I was going to say, but I'm going to go eat. Oh, I think I was just going to mention that I'm already over my calories for the day, but I'm not worried about it. I've literally only ate when I was hungry, so I've just been listening to my body today. And I've been working hard to push the water. So before dinner, I'm at my 60 ounces, which is my goal every day, is to be at 60 ounces before dinner. And then to be at 90 or 100 after dinner. And so I'm doing good on that so far. So that's awesome. So, yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Good morning. It is Thursday. I did wake up up 1.2 pounds this morning. I'm not even going to worry about it. So today is day 31 overall of my lifestyle changes. And it's day 3 of no patch and day 1 of no nicotine. So yesterday, because I mentioned you got all these different gums, you know. So I haven't worn a nicotine patch in 3 days. But I did have nicotine gum up until yesterday. I had just one piece of nicotine gum in the morning, and then I bought the regular gum, and I did okay not having any nicotine gum the rest of the day yesterday. So I feel like I've overcome the nicotine cravings for the most part. I will say though that yesterday afternoon and in the evening, I was really thinking about vaping a lot, like wanting to do it, but I didn't. But it was kind of weird to me that I thought about it so much because I didn't know what was causing that to happen. Anyways, oh, I forgot to add up my calories and everything for yesterday. Okay, let me do that really quick. Okay, so I ended the day at 2,127 calories, 97 grams of protein, 70 ounces of water, and I slept 7.5 hours, which is perfect. So I just ate too much yesterday, but I'm telling you, I was very hungry munchy. Okay, so I don't know what was going on there. Maybe hormonal related, who knows, but I'm still proud of myself for, even though I felt that way, allowing myself to intuitively eat, but also still track my food and actually measure out portion sizes, because that is something I've never been accountable for and I've never been good at, and I've always kind of said stubbornly I would never measure out my food. Because, I don't know, I guess something about it just seems stupid. And now it just feels like accountable. It just feels like the right thing to do. So, that's what I'm doing. So, anyways, I'm going to get to my yoga. And I'm going to go for another walk this morning. Because I really enjoyed that yesterday. It looks like right now it is 53 outside. And it's foggy and cloudy. So, that ought to be lovely. I just love being outside. Alright, yoga was great, and I'm heading out for my walk. And it's chilly and wonderful feeling outside. Oh, there's a cat. Good morning. Oh, look at that. You're a little turd. You're so predictable. You're so predictable. I want to add in here that, I mean, first of all, it's 11 in the morning, and I'm at 4,800 steps, because not only did I go out, I did yoga, I went out and I did a walk. But a bit ago, my hyper little crazy dog was being crazy, and we went outside and we played fetch, and that was great because it was literally like 2 minutes, and now look at her. She's just chilling. Okay, see what they did here? 60 grams of protein. You know, oh, we're so amazing. Look at us, 60 grams of protein. Okay, well, if you look at the label, it is, okay, 1 scoop is, where is it? 30 grams of protein. You have to do 2 scoops to get the 60 grams of protein. And if you do 2 scoops, there's only 9 servings in this whole thing. And it is 22 bucks. 9 servings. That'd be 9 things. Okay, so that's ridiculous. So what I decided to do for this one is go with this flavor, which is the chocolate peanut butter. And this one has like the honest numbers. It's 30 grams of protein per scoop, which is, you know, what you're probably going to use. And then same on the back here, if you do 1 scoop, there's 18 servings. So my intent with ordering this one, it's only $22. But I'm going to use this to make a like treat smoothie. So I'm going to mix this with some milk. And anyways, I just love chocolate and peanut butter, so I'm going to try that to be like a treat. So I'm definitely ordering that one. And then I've got this one that I was looking at to add to coffee. So I do white chocolate mocha. So I want a really light flavor. So I'm going to go with vanilla instead of a chocolate. This one is vegan. It has monk fruit, sweetener, and amino acids. Sugar-free, which I love that. Organic pea protein, dairy-free. I don't know if this is the exact same brand. I'm really wanting to get this on hand for our 7-year-old. And I know that our older kids, I love chocolate milk too. So they'd probably drink it too. Let's see. I think this is it, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Mighty chocolate milk. Greens they can't taste. Probiotics for a healthy tummy. Protein for growing bodies. 8 grams of protein, 2 billion probiotics. Well, man, that's wonderful. That's just all great stuff. This is my bacon and tomato sandwich. Tomatoes we grew. And then I've got some extra bacon. And then I baked some asparagus with salt, pepper, and garlic and avocado oil. This total meal on a normal size plate is 463 calories and I think about 15 grams of protein. Anyways, I'm gonna eat all this first and then this because I usually have trouble with bread, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it all, but sometimes I can. I love these sandwiches. So good. Also, just gonna mention really quickly that I literally just got to my like 30 ounces of water. It's 8:45 p.m. and I'm just now making food. I was working a bit, but I knew my husband was gonna work late, so I just worked more. And then now I'm finally eating. Woo! Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Do I feel like I'm thriving today? I feel good. Very cute shirt. So, I'm totally ready for the day, but I'm just now starting to film. I think it's almost 1 p.m. That's what this clock says. Hold on. I don't trust that. What is it? 11:08. Thank God. Anyways, I got up this morning pretty early. I've done really good with that the last few days. Got up to my yoga and strength training. Then I went for my 1-mile walk. Today was my 3rd day of going for my walk. I absolutely love it. Again, 11 o'clock right now. I'm at almost 5,700 steps already. So I love that. Came home, did my liquid vitamins, and then ran back outside and did some gardening project. Because today is Friday, I did do my weekly measurements. I've got those here and I will show you. So see, last Friday I was at 230.2. This Friday I was at 230.4, okay? And I still lost 4.75 inches, even though the weight was 2 ounces heavier. But look at this. So you see, I'm at the 230s. Let's see, what was I here? 230.9. 229. 230.7. 915. Look at this. Since 915, I lost 5.5 inches here. Gained a little bit here. I lost 1.25 inches here. 4.75 last week, 4.75 this week. And I'm still the same weight as I was 4 weeks ago on 9/15. Can you believe that? I mean, I'm 3 ounces different. But I'm literally, let's see, that's 8, 9.5, 10 3/4, 15, 16, 17, 16 or so inches smaller. And the same freaking weight. Isn't that crazy? But what I have found, okay, so, you know, the last 2 weeks, I have been really committed to my fitness routine. And I've had several days where I ate too many calories, days where I did not eat enough or drink enough, and just whatever. I'm kind of all over the place with food. But I'm trying. I'm making a conscious effort every single day, and I'm tracking it honestly, which is really what's most important to me. But last week I lost the bulk of the 4.75 inches in my hips and my thighs, which I was pleasantly surprised with because of the way I carry weight. I don't frequently lose very much in my actual hips. Like, I feel like I'm just kind of like a wide person. It's just how my body is built. And so to see difference there, I feel like it's just really doing something. Anyways, and then 1.5 inches in my thighs, which it was nice. Anyways, so then this week, I didn't see any change. Well, I could take that back. I did lose another inch in my hips, which is still so wild to me. But this week, it was all in my waist. I lost an inch in my waist, 1.5 inches around my belly button, and 1 inch around my lower stomach. And where I measure lower stomach, that's the part I'm getting cut off when I have my tummy tuck. So I'm going to be really interested to see, like post-surgery and post-healing, like what that measures as, just because I have no idea what to expect. But anyways, so I'm really excited about that. This morning, I was so into my arm exercises when I was doing them that I actually just randomly thought of like 3 other moves to add. And so like I'm sitting on my yoga mat, right? And so I decided to do this one where my arm is down at my side, but I bring it up, you know, like this with the weight. And then I'm flexing all this stuff up here, but I do both arms at the same time. So I did 12 of those, and then 12 of something else, and then 12 of those again. And anyways, honestly, I'm feeling the most like burning and like, when I do arm exercises, like all up here in the top. All up in, like in here, in here, in here, whatever is where it burns. And I'm just like, I'm going to get them in shape because yeah. Anyway, what I have accomplished since then, though, is starting walking, adding that to my life, and losing the 4.75 pounds and quitting the nicotine. So this has been a really, really good week. This has also been a very introspective week for me. I've been up in my head a whole lot. I don't know if it's because of things going on or like what the deal is, but several factors here. My work life is mellowing out a ton. I'm able to delegate a lot of things to my associate, which is freeing up my time, which allows me to spend more time on my self-care and self-reflection. And I'm loving that, like absolutely loving that. And so I feel like there's a lot of balance coming into my life this week, and I'm really thankful for it. I'm so here for it. It feels wonderful. And I know that like tides are always changing. And so, you know, like I can't count on my life feeling as great all the time as it has the last few days. But what I want to make note of is I think a factor is me getting out and walking in nature. I think it really helps with my mental mindset, my perspective, how I'm feeling, and all these different things. Like this morning, I took the time to stop on my walk a few different places and take some photos that I thought were really lovely. I'm going to share those on Facebook here in just a minute. And like, that's who I am. That's who Elizabeth is. Elizabeth loves being out in nature. She loves moving her body. She loves taking photos of nature. I mean, I'm freaking like walking through there, talking to birds, and just being like, oh my God, look at this tree. This tree is so freaking beautiful. Like, just being in tune with nature is when I'm the happiest that I'm ever. So anyways, that's why I feel wonderful right now. Getting to walk out in nature, be active, taking care of myself, my fitness, but then also coming home and getting some gardening stuff done, which just makes me feel so much better. So anyways, I hope that you guys have had a wonderful week. If there's anything that you've been struggling with this week, please comment below. Let us know so we can cheer each other on, and you know, and just kind of surround you with love and hold you and support you, you know, energetically. And if there's something fabulous that you did this week, comment and let us know, because we definitely want to cheer for you and make sure that you know that, you know, it's amazing what you've done. And so let people know. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.